Welcome, guys, to our final episode of Lorwyn Eclipsed Draft content. This will be our last episode drafting Lorwyn Eclipsed because TMNT is coming out this week. So hopefully we'll be able to start firing up some drafts of that. So this will be our last draft. Afterwards, I'll talk a little bit about the format, maybe look at some of my data about my drafts. But for now, let's jump into the draft. Last draft, we had a Goblins deck, a red-black Goblins deck, and we managed to get the trophy going 7-2. This will be our last. I think at this point, we've drafted every archetype. We've drafted Merfolk, every support archetype, I should say. Merfolk, Goblins, Elves, Kithkin, and Elementals. Yeah, I think, and our best success has come with Elves and Goblins, but in this last draft, we'll see what's available and try and get some wins. All right, let's do it. All right, so we have opened a Sunderflock. Obviously goes into the red-blue Elementals deck. Bounces all non-Elementals, which is a pretty strong card. Other considerations for pick are Gristle Glutton, really nice in the Goblins deck. We have Assert Perfection, which is a nice removal spell. Gut Splitter Gang is fine for the Goblins deck as well. But like I said, I think we've opened a nice little rare. So yeah, we'll take that and move on. I would say I've had actually the least amount of success with the Elementals deck. It might be my inexperience, but I'm just not sure how to put that deck together. And I always seem to be kind of dirtling a bit too much. All right, we got past a Sig's Command. This is probably one of the weaker commands, but I think here it's still worth taking at this point. We've only had, this is obviously a pack 1, pick 2, so no reason not to take it. We could easily still end up in Merfolk, even though we picked a Sunderflock with our first pick. Protective Response is a decent removal spell. Tweeze is good. Nothing in here. Outside of that, it's kind of a weak pack, but yeah, we'll take a Sig or a Sig's Command rather, and see what we can do. Like in theory, I could play this in an Elementals deck. Obviously, it doesn't do quite as much in that. Okay, next pick. Bit of a weaker pack. Considerations are Bury, just obviously nice in the Elves deck. Well, I guess it's nice in any black deck where you're obviously running a bunch of typal cards, which is obviously most decks. Other considerations are Feed the Flames, just a solid removal spell. I think I'm debating between the Unbury and the Feed the Flames. Let's go with the Unbury, I guess. Why not? I don't think I've ever actually taken this card. That's a Stinkslinger, which is a really nice, it's a pretty nice way to close out games in the Goblins deck. We also got past a Gristle Glutton, which I actually think is probably the strongest card. Obviously, Kithkeeper could be nice in a Vivid deck, but we're not really looking to do that at this point. Or at least I'm not looking to do that. So I think I'll pick up the Gristle Glutton. Okay, Graveshifter. We got past a Graveshifter, which is obviously a nice recursion element. Can fit into obviously any deck that's playing black. You know, you're going to be able to pick up something nice. Otherwise, we have an Heirloom Auntie, which is decent, an Elder Auntie, which is good as well. But I think we'll go with the Graveshifter. If we kind of go this red-black route again, obviously the Embree and the Graveshifter means that we're hopefully going to be able to grind out our opponents, but you know, like I said, at this point, we're not locked into anything. We're just, at least I'm just trying to pick the card which I think is the best, and kind of go from there. I think at this point we're taking a Blight Rot, nice little removal spell, fits in with some of our black cards that we've been taking. There's nothing really here that stands out as like a strong consideration otherwise, so we'll take that. Obviously, Nightmare Sower, what's this do? No, didn't think I'm taking that. It's a late Shore Lurker. Blighted Blackthorn, Burning Curiosity. I think I'll take the Shore Lurker just in case the Merfolk deck ends up being open. It's a late Tweeze. It's a late Tweeze, which I think is probably going to be the pickup here. Eclipsed Realms is fine, but I'm not really dying to pick that card up. I like the removal spell, so we'll take that. And okay, yeah, I think we're getting some signals here that obviously the Goblins deck is open since we got past a bunch of Goblins there. So I think that's probably where we're going to end up. We'll kind of move these cards over to the side here. Yeah, it's an Heirloom Monty, which is totally reasonable. Kind of sort these back into their mana values. Take the Blighted Blackthorn and get some decent Blight synergies going with that. Okay, we got another one. I don't know if we'll be playing two, but that's okay. And we got a last pack Elderonti. Love that. Oh, perfect. Okay, great. Moonshadow is nice. Fits in with our black-red deck. Just whenever something enters the graveyard, you can remove a -1/-1, so we can blight onto this, no problem. Don't really care about it. Obviously, Kith Binding is one of the best cards in the set, but at this point, I don't think we're going to be playing white. Noting a Boggart Pranksters in the deck, I'm hoping that'll wheel, but we're going to take the Moonshadow. All right, what we got here? Selfless is safe, right? That's not the colors we are. There's nothing really here that I'm dying to pick. I guess maybe I'll take the Chaos Spewer. Feels kind of bad to pick that. The only other option here is to kind of pick up the Kolrath Zealot, and as sort of like a top end card. You don't really need to play elementals to play this, and maybe we'll wheel the Chaos Spewer. Okay. Oof, interesting pick here. I'm gonna move my removal over here. So we could take a Cinder Strike, which is great. Other considerations are the Hovel Hurler. We can blight onto this, and it's obviously a nice top end card that allows you to get over the top and kind of fly over. But I think I'll, make sure my interaction is good. Here, I think it's another Cinder Strike. Happy enough with that. I don't think there's anything else here we're gonna take. Okay, Warren Torchmaster. Perfectly reasonable Goblin card here. All right, I think we'll take the Bile Vile Vulgart. Obviously, it's just a totally filler level card. Trades with 2/2s, which is nice. Okay, yep, we've identified that we are in the right lane because we're getting past pick 7 Eclipse Boggarts. There's, it's too bad that there's a lot of other random Goblin cards that I would have liked to have, but of course we're not going to turn down the We're not going to turn down the Eclipse Boggart. I'll take this Scarblade's Malice. We can play it if we really need to, and it's not a bad combat trick. Kind of looking for ways, sort of, in order to close out the game. Like we're hoping we pick up the I think it's called the Boggart's Mischief, which is the 3 mana enchantment. Okay, we did get the Boggart Prankster, which is great. Which is the 3 mana enchantment that whenever a goblin dies, it pings your opponent for 1 and you gain a life, which is a way to kind of close out games. Got a Chaos Spewer. I think I was hoping I'd wheel that, so that's good. Gonna put that over there. Ways we can close the game. Obviously, Moon Shadows does a reasonably good job of that. Yeah, that's, like I said, we're kind of looking for some top end just to, like, I think right now with this deck is the only way we can win is by attacking, which is for the Goblins deck is not somewhere you really want to be. I think generally the Goblins deck, you want to be able to ping your opponents. So we're looking for the Curse Crafter, which is the black and red Goblin 2-drop that does the same thing as the enchantment that whenever a goblin dies, you ping your opponent for 1. We'll take this Barb Bloodletter. I don't think we're playing it, but how many goblins we got? We're at 9 goblins. Okay, so we got a decent amount of decent concentration of goblins. Doesn't matter. Okay, I think we've identified that we're in the right lane. We're just hoping that we open. Okay, yeah, we might play the Brute. Okay, Hexing Sculpture. It's not bad. It's probably the pick here. Just kind of an annoying creature for your opponents to deal with. Makes them pay life to target your stuff. Burning Curiosity. We're kind of hoping maybe we wield that. But for us, I think the Hexing Squelcher is okay. All right. Look here, it's another Boggart Prankster, just really annoying creature I found whenever I played against it to play against. I don't think we need the Giant Fall. I mean, not like we have super fatty creatures. And the Boggart Prankster, like I said, helps us get in with our attacks, so I think we'll take that. All right. Ooh, this is an interesting pack. We could take Darkness Ascends, put 2/1 counters on each creature. This could be a way to sort of finish out the game. The Bog Slither's Embrace is pretty nice. I think it's just obviously removal spell that doesn't kill our own stuff. Like I said, it's not like we got tons of fatties, so that are able to hold counters reasonably well. So we'll just, I think we're good on interaction relatively. Like we got, this is pretty much unconditional removal. And then we have, a bunch of ways to deal with. We got the Tweeze, we got the Center Strike, we got the Blightrot to kind of deal with the medium-sized creatures. So that's good. Okay, I think it's just another Bog Slither's Embrace, I suppose. Except I'm not looking for... Okay, perfect. This is... Yeah, so I think I'll take this at this point. It's just a way for us to kind of hopefully close out some games. It's just a big fatty to try and close out some games. I think Narwhalic Elm here is fine too. Other consideration is Feed the Flames, but I think we're okay on removal, so we'll take the 3-drop. What's this other giant? Okay, we don't have any giants. Yeah, we'll take the Gristled Glutton. Am I gonna play 2 Chaos Spewers? I think I'll take the Auntie's Sentence here. Okay, we did get the Burning Curiosity, which is actually kind of nice. It's just kind of helps with some card flow. So I think this deck actually ended up looking reasonably well, reasonably good. We've got ways to finish the game. These guys, unfortunately, we did not find any of the pinging goblin cards, like the, yeah, okay, actually, that might not be bad. This might not be, we might need that, actually. Anyways, sorry, to say we, sure, we'll take the Chaos Spear. We don't think we're playing it. Sure. Oh my god, last pick Grizzle Glutton is crazy. All right, we got tons of cards here. Let's kind of let's put our removal in one side. No, I kind of like that. Removal over here, just so we know what we got. Tweeze. I think that's it. Okay. Once again, this is a pretty low mana value deck. This is, which is similar to my other Goblins deck, pretty low to the ground. Like obviously, I think this time we actually have a couple more creatures. Like I think in our last Goblin deck, the highest mana value we had was 4. This time we only have. I'm not even sure if I'm going to play this Blighted Blackthorn, honestly. I think I will, just to make sure I'm able to draw some cards and whatnot. Okay, but anyways, okay, Bog Slither's Embrace. Don't know if I want that. I don't know if I need so many. Like I think 2 Grizzly Gluttons is probably okay. I'm actually going to play the Lasting Tarfire, just because I think that'll be a way for us to sort of close out the games. Like we have tons of ways to blight on things. Like we got this. What else we got? This. So we got a bunch of ways to actually burn out our opponents. Let's see, what do we have? We got, okay, a dead split of swamps and mountains. I think we'll play 16 lands. We do have the Land Cycler and the Color Zealot, so if we need to find something, we can do that. Don't need one of those. Don't need 2 Chaos Spewers. We're looking for 2 cards here to remove. Okay, do I want, the question is, oh, I took the, let's see, I do think this, like, these things are a way of kind of getting in some damage, which I'm kind of interested in. I don't know if I actually need the Graveshifter. There's nothing I'm really like, well, I mean, getting like the moon shadow back would be nice. Okay, so we need to remove 3 cards. This is a tough decision. $12 goblins. Do I need the Unbury? Once again, like, it's nice to get things back. Just wondering if I need this. Like, how do I wave draws cards? I got this. I have. Okay, let's take the Blighted Blackthorn out just because it's a bit on the higher end of our mana curve. Do I care about the Bilevile Boggart? Kind of not really. And the difference is, do I want to take out the Narbalk Arm? I think I'll take that out and leave the Bramblebreck Brute in. All right, I think this is our deck. Like I said, we have a boatload of Grizzly Gluttons. Yeah, let's give this a try. We've got, 214. We have slightly more red cards than black cards, but I think I'll keep it evenly split for now. And all right, let's give it a go. So we got another red-black Goblins deck. This one's a little different than our last deck that we had. That one burnt out a lot of opponents. This one we may have to rely on getting combat damage through. Okay, yeah, 2 drops, couple 2 drops, some removal spells. I think this is good. Okay, we've got a person who's playing Swamp. I think I'm going to lead on the Grizzle Glutton. Ooh. Okay, we got another Goblin Gamer here. Question is, do I just kill this before... kills my stuff. I kind of think so. Yep. All right. It doesn't really matter. It looks like we got a fellow Goblin gamer. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna block because they have a bunch of mana. Okay, Lasting Tower Fire, interesting. Could play that of each end step. Okay, so I can do it on my turn as well. Yeah, I think I'm just playing both. We will rummage. Okay, Cinder Strike. We'll hold the Corwell Zealot for now. You know, we need, well, okay, I think I'm just gonna use, I think I'll attack, and then if he blocks, I will finish it off with a Cinder Strike. Why not, right? I could kill the Heirloom Monty. I'm not super duper worried about it. They got another Bogger Pransker, okay. All right, land. Blight 1. Sorry, this costs 5, and I have 5. Yeah, I'm just gonna blight, I think. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna kill their Heirloom Monty. Question is, do I want to blight or not? No, there's no point. Okay, let's get rid of it. This point, land is good for us. Another heirloom. Okay, they are mono. Okay, that's another blog, so there's Embrace. I don't like using these on these little guys. Alright, so what am I killing here? I guess I'm killing the Heirloom Monty. Not being very smart, not attacking, also not blocking. And of course we draw the swamp immediately after. Amazing. All right, I don't think I played this game very well. We're gonna lose, but such is life. Yeah, we're toast. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, I don't think I played that game very well, but at the same time, they looked like they had just a slightly better Goblins deck. Fortunately, yeah, I just don't think I played that super well. Could have. I'm trying to think what else I should have done there. I don't know. I'll have to watch the video back and see maybe what would have been a better line. But anyways, 0-1. All right. Yep, this is totally fine hand, I think. Okay. Decent little aggressive start. Need to draw our 4th land in order to play our Gut Splitter gang, but we got stuff to do otherwise. Playing again, got someone who's got 2 mountains. Looks like they want to kill my Moon Shadow. Just fine, honestly. Can always just get it back with Embury, so we're not too concerned with that. Okay, cool. Yeah, we can get him for 2. Sorry, let me make sure that tapped good. All right. Illumonti is a decent draw, so we're going to play our land. We shall. Let's see here. I'll play the Heirloom Auntie. Full attack. Playing against another Goblin gamer, which is interesting. Looking at their token for some reason. Maybe they're thinking about blighting onto it. That's be my guess. Okay. All right, let's see. Can Slither's Embrace their Bramble their Boggart Prankster. Alternatively, can just play the. What is this Blight 2? Yeah. Alternatively, I can just play this. Just kind of chill. I think that's probably what we're gonna do. Then, nope, I don't think we're attacking. We're not attacking, nope. Be nice to keep hitting land drops. Looks like they're gonna kill my Brambleback Brute. Or maybe Moonshadow. You know, I got a couple different threats here. Thing is, if they kill, all my stuff grows. If any of my stuff dies, so as long as they don't have an exile spell, we should be okay. They did have of course they did have the, okay, that is a good draw. I think I'll fire that off, try and get a land drop going here. Oh, blight on 2. That's a blight 1, yes. Okay, blight 1. We did not find any lands. Akko Taco. We're hoping we draw a mountain next turn so we can play 2 of our spells that are in exile. We played the Elder Auntie and the Cinder Strike. Obviously the Kol-Ra Zealot is kaputs. But it is what it is. Looks like they got another removal spell here. They're just debating whether or not to kill the Moonshadow or the Heirloom Auntie. I would say probably the Moonshadow is the one they want to remove, but that is very annoying. Does this swamp help us? Oh, this is so awkward. Play the swamp. I have 5 mana. I could play the Heirloom Auntie and kill one of the things. I think let's go for trying to get a mountain. Okay, it was another swamp anyway. So I could Cinder Strike, Gutter Splitting Gang. Could Heirloom Auntie, Bog Slither's Embrace? Question mark? Yeah, which is okay. So let's do that, I think. Blight 1. We'll kill this guy because he's super annoying. Blight 1, yes. Am I attacking? Sure. Okay, slightly annoying, but really not the end of the world. That is annoying. I mean, we're killing this, that way the Bone Club Berserker gets smaller. And we're playing the Gut Splitter Gang, and that's it. Okay, they got another Boggart Prankster. Perfect. Oh, man. Amazing. Simply amazing. Alright, I think for the next game I'm going to put in another Grizzled Glutton. Take out like one of the bad 3-drops that I have, like the maybe like the Brambleback Brute or whatever. Okay, that is something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to blight on there. Are we getting back to Jump Blockers or the Moon Shadow? I guess it's the Moon Shadow. Still not in a great spot. It's got Feed the Flames, I imagine. Yep. All right. Blight 2 here. Hanging on for dear life here. They're digging. I'm thinking they should have attacked when I just had the Gut Splitter Gang and the whatever other the Boggart Prankster on the field. Like they trade. Okay, I mean if he ever takes this thing off it just dies. Alright. That'll do it. Chronicle of Victory will do it. All right, 0-2. I think our deck's a bit better than 0-2, I'm not going to lie, but unfortunately that is what it is. I think I'm going to take out... I think I'll take the Brood out, put in another Grizzled Glutton. Or maybe just take the Graveshifter out, put the, like... I don't think it's worth having a 4 mana get 1 card back when a lot of my, like, I don't have any, like, super bomb that I want to get back. Like, obviously I have the Moon Shadow, which is, like, a great card and can do a lot of work, but, you know, it does, at the end of the day, it does start as a 1/1. So, put the Grizzle Glutton in, get some more Blight going. Hopefully get our synergies, our Blight synergies going a little bit better. But, yeah, I mean, like, when I did that Burning Curiosity and I didn't draw a mountain, that was like death, because then, you know, I was only able to play one of those cards, and you know, yeah, that really sucked. No other way to put it. All right, yeah, this is fine. Grizzle Glutton hopefully finds us our 3rd land. Yeah, we need to play the Grizzle Glutton to make sure that we can rummage on our next turn to hit our land drops. Okay, got a Sig. We're going to kill that immediately. Yeah, I think we're just going to kill the Sig immediately. And yeah, we will rummage immediately. We'll drop the, and we didn't get a land. Perfect. Solid. Okay. We shall once again try for a land drop. Hux and Quelcher. Awesome. Okay, still didn't draw land. There's our land, thank the Lord. Okay, what are we doing here? Kill the Lamenter. Attack for 2. Attack for 1, rather. Play the Elder Auntie. Yeah, I think I'll just kind of want to delve the board. They'll be able to draw a card off the Lamenter. Not much we can really do there. Not too scared about the Lamenter and in a Merfolk blue-white deck. You know, obviously there's not a ton of Blight things, so we're gonna get 1 card off it, and then it's kind of hopefully shouldn't do much more than that. It's a Marrow Sky Swimmer, very nice. Am I rummaging? No. Okay. Let's see, I have 4 mana. Let's go Tweeze. Blight 2. Blight onto the token. Take 3. Next turn I can take, you know, I'm going to take 4, 5. That's a lot of damage. I'm just going to kill. It's going to kill the Sky Swimmer, I think. I will discard the Chaos Spewer. Next to combat. Am I attacking? I can get in for, they can block 1. Again for 2 damage. You know what? Honestly, I'm good. Do we have 2 goblins in the yard? We do. We got the Grizzle Glutton, we got the Chaos Spewer, so the Sunbury is looking better. Another Sky Swimmer, okay. Land is good. What am I killing? Probably the Sky Swimmer. Blighting onto the Elderonti, I think. Blight 1. Target creature. Okay. This attack is a 3/2. Blade on here. So that attacks is a 2/3. Kind of like having this guy. Play, go to attacks. +1/+0. Obviously, they're just going to block the one that. Play the Bramble Brack Brute. Don't really care if this thing dies. I mean, I would like it to stay alive so I can. Yeah, that's a Wonder Brine Preacher. It's fine. Take 4 for now. Seems okay. Next turn I'll just leave my 1/1s back. Okay, it's a land. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You can't block. Here. All right, now the question is, do I want to... I can play Angry at instant speed, so there's no need to play. What am I getting back here? Maybe the Hexing Sculpture and the Chaos Spewer. Playing the land. Let's do that. Okay, on turn. It's a good card. Okay. Okay, we're just playing all the things. It's Blight 2, yeah. Right. Light 2. No, we'll just pay. Yep, no attacks. It's a close game. Need to draw some more removal. Still got a block, so there's brace, a couple of Cinder Strikes. Okay, this can certainly help the cause here. I think we'll do that now. Rummage, no, it's rummage, right? Discard a card. Yeah, I'm not discarding this. Okay. Let's go to attacks. Let's go 5 here. 2 here. Not 2 there. Yeah, this thing is. You gotta be kidding me, man. Oh my god. Guess I'm playing this. And yeah, we're gonna lose this game. All right. We're digging. I think we're pretty much dead here. Yeah, I think we're pretty much dead here. They attack all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 are unblockable, so I'm taking minimum 4. This can bounce, trade. Yep. Okay. Let's see, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So even if I block this and this, what's that? 1, 2, yep. Guess we're not technically, we're pretty much dead because I don't have another removal spell. So I can find one. Let's go mountain. This. Yeah. All right. Jeez, I did not think this deck was an 0-3 deck. Honestly, when I drafted, I thought it was reasonably okay, but I guess we didn't have some of the uncommons that we needed. And yeah, unfortunately, we went 0-3. Like I thought, we had a bunch of the Goblins never drew our Eclipse Bogger, which is unfortunate. That game, yeah, they did Merfolk things. They were able to convoke out a bunch of guys, and they had answers at any time I was able to kind of think I was stabilizing a bit. They had some flyers, flew over. But yeah, I thought this deck was okay. Like we had the Moonshadow, we had a good amount of removal. We had tons of removal. I guess the issue with this deck is, like I said, we didn't have the thing that when Goblins died, they pinged, because I think that obviously buys you a lot of time and kind of stabilizing. But so my thoughts on Lorwyn Eclipsed in general. I thought it was a pretty good format, pretty fun to play. Obviously all the typo decks felt way different from each other. I wasn't able to really draft, any of the off kind of main colors, like the Boros or the Dimir, like the Orzhov, Simic, and Gruul. Like I never really was able to draft any of those, but the games felt pretty good, even though there was kind of 5 main supported typo decks. The format wasn't super fast. Obviously some games could end quickly if you had got out to a great start, but if you got out to, like, there was some games where you could finish games quickly if you had an aggressive start, but generally they went pretty long. And yeah, it was a fun format to play. I liked it for my first kind of format where I've sort of consistently drafted it. I thought it was pretty good. So the next set we have is the TMNT set. This is a smaller set where the card pool is a little smaller. Obviously there was past issues with the smaller set when Spider-Man was released. Thankfully they do have like the digital rights to the TMNT cards, so they are actually the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cards on Arena, so that's good. We don't have to play with some weird like whatever cards it was. I don't remember what it was, so we do have access to that, which is great. I have those weird spider heroes that no one's ever heard of, so that's good. And yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that as well. So yeah, that's going to do it for Lorwyn Eclipsed. We did 10 drafts overall. So our overall record for ECL was 34-29, 54% win rate. Obviously if you're watching like really popular limited players like Paul Cheon, Nemi, their win rate is going to be way better than mine. They play a lot more, but I think overall 34-29 I'm happy with, especially as, like I said, this is the first time I've ever recorded drafts and whatnot, so I'm reasonably happy with that. Here's our overall performance. Still can't believe this turned out to be an 0-3 deck, but I think we actually started out pretty strong, but then and kind of near the end of the format we sort of fizzled out a bit. But that's the way things go as people learn the format a bit more. They you don't see as many good cards come around late that you would early in the format. And maybe I didn't adjust to the sort of format meta. But yeah, anyways, I think that's all I have to say for that. So hopefully you enjoyed this Lorwyn Eclipse content, and yeah, we'll catch you next time when we are back with some TMNT. Thank you. Take care. Bye.